Hello, everybody. My name is Sigmund Freud, Dr. Sigmund Freud. Invented psychology. He invented psychology. I'm here with my most esteemed, most decorated, most brilliant, almost as smart as me, Dr. Carl Jung.
Hello.
Welcome, Dr. Jung.
Hello.
Dr. Jung is a dream analyst, but he is stuck. He cannot interpret his very mysterious dream. He took it to a colleague. They could do nothing with it. They bring it to me. I'm going to murder it. This is just a cigar. So,
no, that is a phallic symbol.
no, it's not a phallic symbol. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. This is a cigar, not a phallic symbol that I no, not going to do that. Tell me a dream, doctor.
Yes. Well, I once said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate.
We are going to make the conscious, subconscious conscious on this show.
So, in the dream, I was ascending a ladder. All around was blackness, like ascending through outer space. But I felt no anxiety, no fear,
Good space.
no sense of loss with the space. The space felt very comfortable, although there was nothing around, no stars, no planets, nothing like that. The ladder was exactly vertical, straight up and down. It appeared to be made of polished aluminum. It was shiny silver colored. And the rungs and the side pieces were round. It was not particularly, it was cool to the touch, but not particularly cold to the touch. And I was climbing straight up.
You should have brought a couch and had you lay down on the couch.
Yes, we should have. Yes. Climbing straight up.
Up.
Up. Yes. And not getting fatigued, just continue to climb, very gentle, no stress, no strain. Occasionally, once or twice, I would come to a small landing and I would step off, and then I would continue ascending again straight up. And as I was ascending, I looked over to my left, and when I looked this time, there was another ladder, an identical ladder next to mine. Not close enough to touch, but fairly close. And ascending that ladder was a large, long-haired white cat.
White cat.
Yes.
Large.
Ascending, same rate I am.
White hair.
White hair.
Okay. By large, you say, is it sort of fat?
I wouldn't call him fat, no.
He's large. He's not fat, he's large. He's one big cat.
He had no cigar. Climbing up, and
was it fun climbing up? Did you like to get up higher?
It was not. It was pleasant.
Pleasant.
Yeah.
It was pleasant.
Yeah.
Thank you, doctor.
Yes. And as I watched the cat then, which the cat reminded me of my son's cat. I think I mentioned that. The cat's ascending straight up, and then the cat very, very slowly, deftly, purposely, turned around so its head was down and its tail up. And then it continued to ascend up, tail first. calmly, deftly, and it looked over at me, and as if to say, it didn't say anything, but as if to say, I bet you can't do that. And then I woke up.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
You brought this to a Jungian therapist trained by you to interpret dreams that they were mystified.
This is true.
I am not mystified at all. I know what this dream means.
Enlighten me.
I will. The big cat who turned around and showed her butt to you, that's your mother. Ed, I believe it shows your unresolved Oedipal issues of having sexual thoughts and feelings towards your mother. Thank you very much. That would be $500 for these things.
I think you're projecting, Dr. Freud.
I did date a lot of women that reminded me. That counts. Doctor, you questioned you questioned the Dr. Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud. I studied psychology.
Yeah.
You have sexual feelings for your mother. Denial is not just a river in Egypt, Dr. Face up to it. You might as well face it. You're addicted to your mother. Okay. All right. Let's come out of character here. Take my head off. I got some cigar stuff on my face. All right. Now, are you Larry or who are you?
I am Larry Taylor and you are Mark Smith.
Okay. I'm still going to smoke the cigar.
Okay.
So let me interpret this dream. What qualifies me to interpret dreams? Not much, but I'm good at it. I did have a year of Jungian therapy with a very fine Jungian therapist in Indianapolis. I forget his name. He was cold, he was sort of scary, and he was sort of mean. He was not a nurturing fellow whatsoever at all. What he didn't know was that I was taping these dreams, these sessions, because I was afraid he wouldn't let me do that. I haven't been able to locate the recordings, however. But I would go in every week with anywhere from 8 to 10 dreams, 7 to 10 dreams typed up. He had a page, I had a page. He would ask me, what do monkeys mean to you, since you dreamed about monkeys last night? And I'd tell him, monkeys mean silliness and bananas, or whatever monkeys meant. I don't think he actually asked me about monkeys. So I do, and I have been a therapist for 34 years. So, and I do know how to Google. So that makes me an expert. Really, if you Google various interpretations, and there are symbols that are known to be universal, and just read 2 or 3 of the Googled interpretations, and if one of them resonates, it's probably true. I interpreted a woman's daydream of watching trains on YouTube. And I interpreted it as a dream interpretation, as there's a part of her that wants to get out of Dodge and do something different. And it resonated with her, made her cry, because it was the truth. We here on this show, we are decoders of happenings. So we have a happening here today. Larry has a happening, a dream. So we're going to decode the dream. So there was not one ladder, there was two ladders. And they were polished silver. This isn't some dumpy ladder. This is polished silver. And these two individuals are ascending straight up to the top. They're not falling off. They're not being blown by the wind. Ascending. Not real fast, but steadily. You said. You said you were climbing slowly, calmly, and steadily.
Yes.
What's that term? Something wins the race.
Slow and steady.
Slow and steady wins the race. So there we are. There you are, slow and steady, climbing up the ladder. And then you'd get to a spot where you'd have to make an adjustment. You got to a landing, you went to the right, and you went on. So sometimes we have to make adjustments. So then there's this large white-haired cat. And let me read this. As next to you, as you ascend on the other ladder, is a large, long-haired cat. Long-haired, not white-haired.
Well, it was long white hair.
Oh, it was white hair. It didn't say that in the typing.
Oh.
That looks, I somehow thought it was white hair. Okay.
It was.
It looks over calmly at you as you ascend. At one point, the cat is slowly and deftly, D-E-F-T-L-Y, with skill, with acrobatic skill. Very talented. Turns around and continues to ascend backwards. The cat is showing off. Tail first. He looks over and says, he thinks, bet you can't do this. So seriously, the dream is about our show. And you're enjoying steadily ascending. And I've got a longer beard and it's white, and I'm a big cat. So the cat's me. And it sounds just like me because I was showing off my skills, which I have a tendency to do. So I think what the dream is saying is we're on the right track. We're going to be moving forward, and we're going to have fun while we do it. Does that sound like a reasonable interpretation of your dream?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah. Definitely the part, seriously, about ascending, speaks to me of growth, of progress, of going somewhere, but also in this case, enjoying the journey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not seeing how fast we can get to the top of the ladder. In fact, I don't even know that there is a top.
Might be an unlimited journey.
Yeah, and it's okay. It's the journey that's fun.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm serving as both friend here of Dr. Jung and mentor. And there are some things that just come really easily to me after 34 years of being a therapist and being a life coach. And sometimes it's just intuition. I'm glad we have a break in between shows because Mr. Pauly has to poop, I think his issue is. I don't know. We'll have to investigate. We'll have to look at that happening and decode the need. But
those of you that don't know, Mr. Pauly is a dog.
He is a dog. He is a very old beagle.
I didn't want them to think you were talking about your uncle or something.
No, yeah. Uncle Pauly. But I don't mean to be a show off. I'm just real confident in what we're doing, and I'm playful.
Mm-hmm.
So I think your dream exactly was about the work that we're doing. And it's a great relief probably to you that you don't have sexual feelings towards your mother. But that's what Freud would have said.
He probably would have. Yes.
His
tended to say that about everything.
His theories have been widely debunked. Okay, I'm going to take this shirt off. I wore it to my son's wedding, but it shrunk since then. Put it in the washer dryer and it shrunk somehow. I'm going to put on something more comfortable, and we're going to come back and we're going to do show number 2. We're going to talk about a book that it's the best book I have read in the past 2 years. Dude, we're coming. It's called Untamed. The author is Glennon, Glennon, Glennon Doyle. I know this book is sweeping the nation because everybody I talk to about it, they go, oh, I started that last week, or I just finished it. So, but it's an incredible book. Larry hasn't read it, but he's going to jump into conversation. I'm going to read a bunch of quotes from the book, and I'm going to tell you what's special about it. And I'm going to finish my cigar while I do it. So we'll be back in just a little bit.